In 2021, we had over 500 incidents that specifically targeted synagogues, Jewish community centers. I don't have much experience with churches or mosques or other types of religious institutions, but every synagogue that you go to, virtually every synagogue, has security every week, in many cases armed security, because we have seen over and over again how Jewish institutions are subjected to people who just have hate in their hearts, and have been, unfortunately, the targets of both harassment and violence. So those are some of the numbers that we've seen.
Terrifying, Michael.
It really is. Just going on, I've got a question as well, but I'm actually going to just relay something that came in from the audience. So someone said that they were surprised that the social media platforms don't monitor and flag extremism like they should. What are your thoughts? What actions do you think should be taken? Are you seeing any action at all, or are they still staying fairly out of it?
It's a mixed bag. We have a part of ADL called our Center on Technology and Society. It is the part of ADL which tries to maintain relationships with Silicon Valley and various companies that are there, and to try to develop best practices and policies that we promote as a way of keeping Jewish people and everyone safe online. And we sometimes break up in our own minds, we break up the social media companies into like the good actors who have work to do, whom we can work with, and then there are the bad actors who, like, they don't care, and there is really nothing that we can do except to name and shame. And so there have been some that do a better job. For a while, Twitter was actually doing a pretty good job. They were pretty responsive to our request to take down hardcore anti-Semitic content. Now, all bets are off. Yeah. We've seen a significant increase. It's a constant issue that we're continuing to monitor. And even now that obviously, that now that Musk has taken it over, there has still been fluctuations in the amount of anti-Semitism. It's not all due to him. Current events will lead to increases or decreases in the amount of anti-Semitism. So we shouldn't assume that it is all because of a single owner. But certainly there are some, but really, to get to your question, it's up to a platform to decide what kind of environment do they want to have. It's their private site. We live in a free country, right? We can encourage platforms. If you have terms of service that prohibit extremism or racism or harassment, why aren't you acting on these posts that we are reporting, on these groups that are living and disseminating hundreds and thousands of messages? We report these things. Sometimes they get taken down. Sometimes they don't. Social media companies are not employing enough people to monitor. They are not trained well enough. And we do training. We have gone in. We've been called in to do a training with, a given social media company. And my team and I, we go in for a day, 2 days. We talk to some of the heads of their content, social, management team. How much of what we are calling them to do actually trickles down to, to the moderators and to the people who are actually doing the work? How much do they understand the scope of the problem? I'm talking to so many people here at Oliver. We've never had this type of audience at Facebook, and why not? Mm-hmm. And so it's a serious problem. I don't want to oversimplify. There are some that do better and some that don't.
Huge complex. What's your recommendation if we see on these platforms, anti-Semitic, statements of any shape or form? What should we do?
I mean, I would say report it. All sites have, all of the major sites that try to be respectable have ways of reporting violative content. It can't hurt to do that. It may help. You can report it to ADL. We have a form on our front page of our website, or you could just Google ADL report an incident, and you could fill out that a form, and we will escalate it if we can. Don't feed the trolls. Don't engage them in any sort of debate, or they specialize in outrage. and in manufacturing further hatred, but maybe do support friends or colleagues who are being the targets of trolling or anti-Semitic hate or any type of hate, obviously. If you see anti-Semitism online and somebody is posting anti-Semitic content on someone's Facebook wall or whatever the social media is that the kids are using these days, maybe reach out to them, send them a DM, tell them that you support them. It can mean a lot to someone when they feel under attack to know that there are other people who are in their corner.